Commercial hip-hop artists often work years to have a career that captures the attention of a loyal fan base, if at all. No artist is guaranteed success no matter how long they work or how hard they try. However, Drake is an anomaly that went from releasing his first commercial mixtape in 2009 to getting to the top of the hip-hop industry by 2010. By the time Drake was just 1 year into his commercial career, his debut album, Thank Me Later, was the third highest first-week sales of 2010 with 447,000 units. Just 1.5 years later, he dropped his sophomore LP, Take Care, which was the second highest first-week sales of 2011 with 631,000 behind his mentor, Lil Wayne. But how did he achieve success so fast? In this video, we will explore how Drake became an instant success in hip-hop. Before we get into the video, I would incredibly appreciate it if you all dropped a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more hip-hop documentaries, analysis, and commentary just like this. The formula to quick commercial success in music involves multiple components. The first piece is having an artist who can make high-quality music and has an image that organically captures fans. The second component is having a back-end team or a record label that has a large amount of capital, connections, and resources to develop, cultivate, and produce a successful artist brand. Drake has had many important people around him throughout his career. However, none have been more critical to his initial success than Birdman and Lil Wayne. In 1991, at the age of 22 years old, Birdman founded Cash Money Records in New Orleans, Louisiana. Just 4 years later, in 1995, Birdman signed the youngest member of his label, Lil Wayne, at just 12 years old. Birdman would eventually put Wayne with a group named the Hot Boys in 1997. The Hot Boys became an immediate success and led Birdman to landing a $30 million distribution deal with Universal Music Group just 1 year later in 1998. The deal marked one of the best in the history of the music business, with an 85-15 royalty split after recoupment, 85% in favor of Cash Money and 15% in favor of Universal. In 1999, Wayne would go on to release his first solo album, The Block Is Hot, which went platinum just 2 months after release. By the time 2000 struck, Cash Money Records was on its way to becoming the biggest record label in the music game. By 2009, Lil Wayne was fresh off of the Carter 3, and without a doubt the hottest rapper in the music game, while Cash Money was raking in an unfathomable amount of cash from all of their artists' music. Jazz Prince, the son of Houston legend Jay Prince, approached Wayne with Drake's music after encouraging him to sign the young talent, after seeing he was one of the top trending music artists on MySpace. At first, Wayne didn't jump at the opportunity to sign him, but after hearing his ability to rap and sing at a high level, he came around. In June of 2009, Lil Wayne had officially signed Drake to Young Money Entertainment, an imprint of Cash Money Records. With the encouragement of Birdman, Wayne knew that he could use his spotlight to shine on Drake to get in front of a lot of new fans fast. While on the back end, the Cash Money machine could use the resources they've developed for 18 years to get him on popular hip-hop outlets, spun on the radio, and connect with well-respected artists and producers. They had the perfect machine and momentum to break any artist. All they needed was for Drake to drop and deliver great music. On Drake's end, he had already started building his own in-house recording team with Toronto native Noah 40 Shabib, the executive producer of So Far Gone. 40 remains Drake's in-house engineer and producer till this day, and is largely responsible for helping him develop his sound. By the time Drake signed to Lil Wayne, he already had a buzzing single with Best I Ever Had, which debuted at number 92 on the Billboard Hot 100 in May of 2009 without the help of Cash Money. One of Drake's biggest reasons for signing to Wayne was that Birdman had been so successful at using his resources to market records. They had all of the connections to DJs and hip-hop outlets who could spread the word to millions of people fast. By the time the end of July reached, just 2 months after Drake signed, Best I Ever Had reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 thanks to the help of the Cash Money machine. It would remain at number 2 for 4 consecutive weeks and stay on the charts for 24 weeks total. After signing to Wayne, Drake's career exploded, and he never looked back. It was the perfect mix of an artist who had the raw ability and work ethic to make amazing music, having an artist in Lil Wayne with 15 plus years of rap experience to shape Drake's mindset, and a back-end machine that could take any record, video, or image and spread it to millions of people. As long as the product was good, the fans would stick. Shortly after, Cash Money re-released Drake's debut EP, So Far Gone, in September of 2009. Using the momentum behind the success of Best I Ever Had, Drake quickly released his debut studio album, Thank Me Later, just 9 months after, in June of 2010. The project was led by the singles Over, Find Your Love, Miss Me, and Fancy, 3 of which reached the top 15 on the Billboard Hot 100. The album was a complete success and was Drake's first #1 on the Billboard 200 albums charts. Since Thank Me Later, Drake would compete with the likes of Kanye West and Jay-Z as the hottest rapper in the game. However, the leg Drake had over both of them was his young age and understanding of where branding was going. In 2010, the internet and social media platforms were an untapped well to widespread global reach. At this time, Drake would post content of himself that took on a life of its own. Memes became the new form of communication on the internet, where users could take any picture and caption it to match the expressions in the image. Soon enough, the Drake type of guy memes took over the internet, emphasizing his vulnerable, emotional character and spreading his image to hundreds of millions of people. The momentum was building behind Drake as hip-hop was changing. Musically, he was different. He successfully blended the style of rapping and singing to become a complete artist. Everybody from the youth to the old heads, from white people to black people, from the corporate to the poor, could get behind his music. Everybody was buying what Drake was selling. Just a year and a half later, in November of 2011, he would drop his second album, Take Care, which continued to push the culture forward. Never before had hip-hop been dominated by a vulnerable, emotional music artist who could rap as well as he could sing. Nobody understood it, but the product of music was so outstanding. No matter who heard it, they stuck as a fan, and this is what separated Drake. It was as revolutionary as it was incredible. Take Care would go on to become one of Drake's most well-received projects and put him at the top of the rap game. From here on out, Drake would not only be rap's biggest star, but his musical style would go on to influence an entire generation of rap. The once clowned on melodic rap would take over the following decade. In conclusion, there are many reasons for Drake's instant success throughout his career, including his own ability to create great music, along with an early understanding of the internet. However, Drake himself is only one part of the equation. In order to achieve quick success in music, there must be a machine behind him to get him in front of millions of fans fast. Birdman and Lil Wayne played a critical role in that. 18 years before Drake came into the picture, Birdman spent his time learning every facet of how to get money in the music business. 11 years before Drake came into the picture, Birdman received a $30 million advance from Universal Music Group for his ability to make artists profitable. His connections to radio, hip-hop outlets, touring, clubs, artists, producers, and more within the music space were as good as it gets. He could take any artist from the jump, move them correctly, and get millions of eyeballs on their brand. As long as that artist had good music and could organically get the love of fans, he had the fast track. Before Drake came into the picture, Lil Wayne had 15 years of rap experience and 7 gold or platinum albums, including the Carter 3, which sold over 1 million in the first week. Wayne played a critical role in developing Drake's mindset, as well as being a living example of what it means to be excelling in the music space. To top it off, Wayne could use his spotlight at shows or in public to co-sign Drake, which automatically attracted millions of eyeballs with a positive association. Once the fans came, Drake's product was so good that fans couldn't help but stay. and he took it farther than anyone around him thought was possible. Today, Drake is still one of the most successful artists and businessmen in the modern culture. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give a thumbs up down below, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.